Hi, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Had a little technical difficulty earlier, so we're going to do this again, and we're going to get it right this time. Just let me fix my display here. There we go. Well, if something goes wrong the first time, just try again. I had a little technical difficulty the first time I went live tonight, so I am back. I am hoping that you can hear me now. If you are watching, please say hi and let me know if I have sound. I did not have sound earlier tonight and didn't realize it, and went through 20 minutes. And so I am going to redo that. We're going to just wipe that slate clean and we're going to start over. Tonight is Wednesday Night Live in my scrapbooking room. So welcome to my scrapbooking room. I am going to be talking about tools tonight. I think there are a set of tools that you have, that I have, that we all have, that we go to for every layout that we do. We're using those tools, and that's what we want to talk about tonight, our go-to tools. We want to talk about our fun tools. What tools do you just love to use because they make it fun and make your layouts look great? We're going to talk about those too. We are going to talk about fun tools, go-to tools, and then we're going to talk about what I have coming up later this week. So I hope you will stay tuned. We're going to have a fun conversation tonight on the Go Live, and I'm glad you're here. Thank you, Lisa, for letting me know that the sound is on. My goodness, I'm so happy to hear that. Okay, so let's get down to it. Tools are so important. You have to have the right tool for the job that you're working on. And that is from my husband, from all his remodeling in our home. He always says, I have to have the right tool to do the job so that I can do it easily and better, higher quality. If I have the right tool, it's going to help me get done faster and it's going to look better. So I have to agree with him on that. I do have some tools that I don't think I could do without, and I've got them laying here on my table. My 12-inch trimmer and my personal trimmer are definitely the top on my list of tools that I need for my layouts and that I use for every layout. My personal trimmer, I use it to trim my pictures. It's got this awesome arm that lifts up and down, and the blade is so sharp, so you get a clean cut every time. And it makes it so easy and fast to trim my pictures. So I definitely use this for trimming pictures. I do use it also for very precise cutting. If you need a very thin cut trimmed off like a photo mat, if you put a photo mat on and the right side's wider than the left side and you want to trim some of that off, my personal trimmer is what I use for that type of thing too, because the blade's so sharp and you can just get such intricate trimming, very precise, very narrow. This trimmer is awesome for that. I love my personal trimmer. So definitely one of the tools that when I'm going to a crop or going to a retreat weekend, yeah, this little guy is going with me. Same for my 12-inch trimmer. I I just get, I have so many tasks that I use this trimmer for. I just get tongue-tied. Trimming, obviously trimming paper, trimming large pieces of paper that are, won't fit in the personal trimmer. 12, anything bigger than 6 inches won't fit in the personal trimmer. So that's when I use my 12-inch trimmer. I use it for photo mats. I use it for the cutting angles. So if I'm making a photo corner, definitely use it for that. Cutting triangles, I use it my angle for that. So trimmer, 12-inch trimmer is another tool that I take with me and use for every layout. My trimmers are definitely the top on my list. Next tool that I would say that I use all the time would be obviously my adhesive. How else am I going to put anything down on my layouts if I don't have adhesive? And I use both of these types of adhesive, repositionable and regular adhesive. Repositionable is little dots. So it's great for small pieces, intricate pieces, letters. If you cut out some words on your Cricut, the repositionable, you can just run that right along any of those small pieces, and it's going to put those little dots all over it. And then you can just rub away what is excess that you don't need. So it's a great go-to tool along with the regular adhesive. So my trimmers, my adhesive, my scissors. I use my precision scissors. I seem to be using those a lot more than my regular scissors because I can get into small spaces, because they make those tiny cuts, because they make that really precise cut. So definitely use my precision scissors more than my regular scissors. And I find that I use them probably on almost every layout, my scissors. Also my multi-purpose tool. This tool is great for placing stickers down on your layouts. I like to use them for my letters because you know how the letters can get stuck to your fingers. So I put the sticker letters on my tool, and I'm able to lay them down easier because I've got the extra hand that I can lay. They're on my precision tool, and they allow me to lay them in the exact place that I want them. So another tool that I use on every layout. Also my ruler. I have found that lately I use my ruler more and more, and I like to use it obviously for measuring so that I have the same space around objects on my layout, but I also use it to place things. So if I have a 2-page layout, I can use it to make sure that things are laying evenly across the layout. But for that, I also use my mat, my 13 by 13 mat. You guys have probably heard me say, that I use these measurements up here, these lines, so that I can have a visual of where I'm laying things down to make sure that they are even going across a 2-page layout. So my mats are another one that I use all the time. What are your go-to tools? Tell me what your tools are that you love to use every time. I'd love to get some new ideas from you on how you're using your tools. That's the great thing about these tools is there are so many creative ladies out there that come up with new ways to use the tool that you've been using forever that you never thought of. I love that. I go out to the blog and am amazed by everything that people have come up with. I love that. So it gives me new ideas. It gives me new things to try. Another tool that I love are my foam squares. I use these every layout. I want to have something that is a 3D type effect. I want to have something that's popping out on my layout, something that gives it a little bit of oomph, if you will, some fun to the layout. So all of the tools that I've just described, I used to make this layout. I trimmed my pictures with my personal trimmer. I cut my photo mats with my 12-inch trimmer. And then I also love using my custom cutting system. And my circles seem to be the ones that are my go-to shapes. There's tons of shapes in the custom cutting system, but circles are the ones that I use the most. And I used those here in this layout for my pictures and for the photo mats behind my pictures. So I love using these. Also used it for my background. I cut the circle that is here using this custom cutting system. And the great thing is the blades are different widths. So that gives you the flexibility of different size circles. So if you can see, make sure I'm in my shot here. The red blade is going to be your biggest circle because the blade and the two knobs that go in the guide are the closest together. And then the green is going to be a little bit bigger because they're a little bit farther apart. And then the blue is going to be I'm sorry, I said that wrong, a little bit smaller, and then a little bit smaller. This would be biggest to smallest here. So for this, I used the blue blade to cut this. So the circle that's inside of this, I used the blue blade, so it made the circle smaller. If I would have used the red blade, it would have made the circle bigger. So that's what I love about the custom cutting system is it gives me a lot of options for the sizes that I'm cutting. So those are the tools that I use all the time. And then my fun tools, the ones that I love using because they're so much fun, are my punches and my border maker system and my border cartridges. I love those tools. They are so much fun and they make your layout look so great. And that's what I used here for this border that's around my circle here is the border maker system, and I used this lamplight chain is what I used here around the edge. It's so much fun and it gives your layouts such a great look. And it looks like I need to do a little bit of adhering my pictures so that we can check out this finished page. A little bit of adhesive in each corner is all you need. Just going to tuck that in there like that. And this is why I like to lay it on my mat. Like I said, I have these great lines around my picture, around my paper that help me to line up. And then if I really think I've got my picture uneven, I can use my ruler here and put it on the lines and see how uneven I've got it. And actually I do have it uneven. Well, just a little bit. So yeah, I love using the ruler and the mat together to make sure it's straight because I seem to get things a little bit uneven sometimes. It happens. There we go. And then I've got this great little journaling box here. This is the Leave Nothing Behind collection. It's meant to be, the theme of it is for national parks, but I just love the way this looks like the outdoors because it goes with my pictures so well. So I put my foam squares on the back of my journaling box so that I have that little bit of fun 3D effect of something, gives it a little bit of depth. And then I've got some little squirrels and chipmunks here. I'll put that down there. And I think maybe this guy needs to come down in here a little bit. So something like that. Kind of tuck it in there. There we go. Awesome. So those are my fun tools that I love to use. So I thought we could do one together, cut some pictures. There we go. So I trimmed my pictures already with my personal trimmer. I need a photo mat for these. So we'll use this white paper. I love putting photo mats on. It makes your pictures stand out so much more on your page. So I use my 12-inch trimmer. Thank you, Katie. I use my 12-inch trimmer for my photo mats. And I mentioned earlier that I use this little guide here that slides up and down. Let me get you a closer shot there. I know it's hard to see because it's clear, but right in the middle of this clear guide is a black line, and that shows you where your blade is going to cut. So what I do is I use that to give me my width of my photo mat. And I just eyeball it and try and make it the same width as what's on the other side. And then I'm using this white line here to show me when to stop cutting. So I can see the white line down on the side there, and I know to cut right here to the edge of my picture. And I can flip it around and do the same thing here. Use my plastic guide here to get the right width, and then start cutting right here. And my blade's right here from the guideline. And there we go. So that's one photo mat. And I'm going to turn this one around so that I've got a full side up here against the top. Bring my plastic piece down and measure it up. Stop right there. There we go. So there's my pictures that I trimmed with my personal trimmer, and I made the mat with my 12-inch trimmer. And there we go. And then I can put these down. And again, I can use the lines here on my cutting mat to line these up, get them even, straight, but get them even with each other. I think I need to bring this one in just a little bit. I like that I can move my pictures around. There we go. And then a fun tool. Let's use our Border Maker cartridge. Let me grab a cartridge here real quick. That will look good. Got this climbing vine. I think that would be great on this layout. And we're going to use this paper here that looks, we're going to use this paper here that has these pretty colors in it. It looks like stones. Put this in here and use one of our fun tools. Border Maker cartridge is very fun and easy to use. Some great designs for your layouts. Very pretty. I could do another one, but I've got these leaves down here. I think that gives me a great border down at the bottom. And then I've got these cute little use this one. We've got these cute little tabs that I can use here, and I'm going to put them on foam squares for journaling, or I could put a title. This is all from the Leave Nothing Behind. These are the embellishments from that. Very cute. And then this, I will use my repositionable. Like I said, it's little dots. You can just run it right along. I'm going to put it wherever you put over the whole thing, and then you can just rub away the excess where you didn't need it. So the spaces in between your design. There you go. Oh. Cute little tab there. And so now I have these two wonderful layouts, all these great tools. To get the job done. Here we go. 2-page layout. Awesome. I've got room here. I could put another picture if I wanted. Well, thank you for joining me tonight, ladies. I am so happy to see you all. And I love it when you leave me comments and let me know where you are, and let me know what your favorite tools are. What tools do you use all the time, your go-to tools, and what are your fun tools that you just love using and love being creative with? Finding new ways to use the tool. That's so much fun. So the promo that's going on right now, you actually get free shipping when you buy $70 worth of tools, and the free shipping is on your whole order. So once you have $70 worth of tools in your cart, your shipping is free. So it's a great time during these promos. It's a great time to get all of those things that you have on your wish list that you've been waiting for a promo to come along. And this promo is over on the 30th of May. So be sure and get your orders in before then. Thank you so much for hanging out and making these pages with me and talking about our tools that we love to use. I hope you guys have a great holiday weekend. If you're in the States, I hope you have a great Memorial Day weekend. 3 days. I love that. I look forward to 3-day weekends. It gives me time to spend time with my family, take some great pictures, and hopefully get down here in my scrapbooking room and work on some of my projects. So you guys have an awesome, awesome weekend. And I am going to be having my Friday Night Live this Friday. So join me Friday. We're going to make 3 2-page layouts from 6:30 to 10 Eastern Standard Time, right here in my Zoom room. We have a blast. We talk and laugh and we get our pages done. 3 layouts in a night. So that's awesome. So join me this Friday and have a great, safe holiday weekend. And I will see you next Wednesday for another Wednesday Night Live. Thanks, everyone.